Hey, it's your girl, your favorite paralegal, aka Cassandra Lynn, and welcome to Legal Doc Talk 24/7. Hope you guys are having an amazing Tuesday. So, this is an update on Luigi Mangione. He has been formally indicted in the state of New York. So, let's hop right on into this. So here is the indictment from the Supreme Court of the state of New York. The people of the state of New York against Luigi Mangione. It states here that the grand jury of the county of New York, by this indictment, accuses the defendant of the crime of unaliving in the first degree in violation of Penal Code Section 125.27. 1A, what is that? 13 and B. So paragraphs A, 13 and then B, committed as follows. The defendant in the county of New York on or about December 4th, 2024, being more than 18 years old at the time of the commission of the crime, with intent to cause the unaliving of another person, caused the unaliving of Brian Thompson, and said person was unalived in furtherance of an act of terrorism involving a violent act and acts dangerous to human life that were in the violation of the criminal laws of this state and were intended to intimidate or coerce a civilian population, influence the policies of a unit of government by intimidation or coercion, and affect the conduct of a unit of government by unaliving, assassination, or kidnapping. Second count, and the grand jury, aforesaid by this indictment, further accuses the defendant of the crime of unaliving in the second degree as a crime of terrorism in violation of Penal Code Section 125.25, 1 and 490.25, committed as follows. The defendant in the county of New York on or about December 4th, 2024, with the intent to intimidate or coerce a civilian population, influence the policy of a unit of government by intimidation or coercion, and affect the conduct of a unit of government by unaliving, assassination, or kidnapping, committed the specific or specified offense of unaliving in the second degree, and that the defendant, with intent to the unaliving of another person, caused the unaliving of Brian Thompson. The third count further accuses defendant in crime of the unaliving in the second degree under section 125.251, where, let me see, with intent to cause. So he had an intent to cause the unaliving of another person, which caused the unaliving of Brian Thompson. Fourth count is the criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree, violation of Penal Code Section 265.03, paragraph 1B, an armed felony. Let's see. And it says he possessed a loaded pow pow with intent to use the same unlawfully against another person. Fifth count, criminal possession of a pow pow or weapon in the second degree. And it stated that he possessed a firearm. And it says said possession not being in defendant's home or place of business. Sixth count, criminal possession of a weapon in the third degree. He possessed an assault weapon. Seventh count, criminal possession of a weapon in the third degree, where he possessed a firearm silencer. Eighth count, he possessed a large capacity ammunition feeding device, to wit, a Glock magazine. Ninth count, criminal possession of a weapon in the third degree. He possessed a large capacity ammunition feeding device, to wit, a Magpul magazine. 10th count, same. He says, knowing that it was a ghost pow pow, possessed a ghost pow pow. I don't even know what that is. 11th account, criminal possession of a forged instrument in the second degree. So it says on or about November 24th, knowing the instrument to be forged and with intent to defraud, deceive, and injure another, uttered and possessed a forged instrument, the same being and purported to be and calculated to become and to represent, if completed, a written instrument officially issued and created by a public office, public service, and servant, and governmental instrumentality, to wit, a New Jersey driver's license. Oh, so it was a fake ID, a fake New Jersey ID. So those are the 11 counts. So having a fake ID, having a ghost pow pow, having two type of magazines, the weapon itself, the silencer, and it says the type of weapon it was, an assault weapon. Let me see. It says he possessed a possession of it, but it says not in defendant's home, so I'm assuming it was on him, on his body. Um, he unloaded it. With an intent to use it on someone else. As you can see, there it's just charges. So it's like they have a charge. So the unaliving in the first degree, or the second degree, or the third degree, and then you actually have the magazine, and then you have the forged document. So there are a total of 11 counts that they just went ahead and indicted him on in New York. And here's the full indictment. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yes. So this is not looking good as of right now. I'm very interested to hear what his attorney is saying about this, because I know when I last spoke, not spoke, but watched an interview with his attorney, the attorney did not see any of the evidence because he was not at the place to actually see all of the evidence, because even the state has the evidence. The defense counsel do have the right and opportunity to collect that evidence as well and inspect it, and formulate their own conclusions as to what happened. But it does appear that the state of New York has formally indicted him on 11 counts. 11 counts. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this. Please put it in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until then, you all be blessed, and I'm out. Bye.